Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of three live broadcasts today at 9:30 and at 4. We're going to be providing support to all of my students that are registered for my April boot camp. And for those of you that haven't registered yet, you still have time. Last night, we had a training where we talked about some new LinkedIn features and modifications that are changing the recruiting game, primarily with artificial intelligence. And tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to round out everything, provide a little bit more information. So join us tonight, maxsteingart.com/free training. The meat and potatoes for all of this is going to be provided to those of you that are in my registered for boot camp, because tomorrow night we're talking about connecting. It's the second session of boot camp. So let me look here, see who's here. Now, if any of you are in boot camp and you have any questions, please type them in the chat, because that's what we're here for. Anybody have any questions? Now, artificial intelligence has been the rage on the internet for 2 years now. And frankly, last year in November and December, and there parts of artificial intelligence are fabulous, and other parts leave a lot to be desired. So after November and December playing around with it with my boot camp participants, in January, we started a project to create a form of artificial intelligence for my students. Because the truth is, for 28 years, my scripts have been a form of artificial intelligence to network marketers around the world. Tomorrow night in boot camp, we're going to dive into that, and we're going to show you exactly how you're going to be able to use it. How to recruit on LinkedIn has just been redefined. So for those of you that are students or old students or previous students, let me come down here and take a look. Jay, you're working off of year-old information. It's a whole new deal now. Ron, let me see what your deal is. You tried over and over to get your email address changed. Uh, well, you got to keep trying. If you're going to change your email address, first you have to know the login for the current email address you're using. Number one. You have to go log into that. If you don't have the password, then log into LinkedIn, go to change your password, and you'll get a message. You can change your password first. You got to change the existing one to what you want, and then you could get rid of the other one. Okay, so what you're going to have to do, if you can't get in, you're going to have to contact LinkedIn and go through some extra steps. It's a bit technical, but you can do it. Now, let me pop over here and actually right now, for those of you that are students, come down here, come into April's boot camp. Now, we already had, now you can watch last month's recorded session so that you can get going, catch up. Tomorrow night, it's connecting with people. Now, one of your boot camp tools is our calendar. And on April the 11th is National Pet Day. But there are a lot more holidays. And these are official holidays and unofficial holidays. So let me show you, let me demonstrate how artificial intelligence can work. For those of you that are participating in boot camp, we also gave you another calendar, which has hundreds of unofficial holidays. National Licorice Day, National Scrabble Day, National Gardening Day, National Dolphin Day, National Pecan Day. The number of unofficial National Look Up in the Sky Day might be relevant considering later today we have an eclipse taking place. Well, let's talk about National Pet Day. So there are all kinds of images for National Pet Day. Going to jump back over here. And we're going to post. We're going to grab an image, and we want to use a GIF. All right. And when we post something, what we want to do is we want to give people a chance to respond. Now we come down here and let's rewrite it with AI. This is the best use of artificial intelligence on LinkedIn. Attention all pet owners, did you know that Thursday is National Pet Day? It's the perfect time to celebrate your furry friends and show them some extra love. Whether you have a cat, a dog, fish, bird, or any other type of pet, make sure to give them a special treat to show them how much you care. So what kind of pet do you have? Post it. And LinkedIn may come along and say, hey, you belong to a group that might be interested in the post. Global insurance professionals, I could post it in that group. Now, when you post it in a group, you have to, your posts have to be approved. So I posted it. And so 2 impressions means that 2 people have looked at it. And the number of impressions is going to go up. But what we're looking for is we're looking for likes, we're looking for comments, or we're looking for shares. We're looking for engagement. Now, you do the same thing on Facebook. Now, this is just one way to get engagement. At the end of the day, it's all about one thing. It's all about conversation. How many people are you talking to? Now, recruiting has changed, redefined. Enormous searching restrictions, huge contacting stranger limits, vast new contacting rules, and profile verification issues. We'll be back at 4 o'clock to go over some of these with you. If you all are in boot camp, you have any questions, please pop in. you haven't registered for boot camp yet, go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Tomorrow night, we have our second session on connecting with people. We've added another boot camp session. Normally, there are 4 sessions. The daily routine of top earners. We're going to show you 10 important lessons from Think and Grow Rich and how you can apply them to your daily activity. Got the daily routine and how to develop the mindset of $1 million earner. 5 sessions. Now you're all heading down the same road. Ann Barante is building an Isagenix business. She's in the top 10%. Hired you to be my coach. It was the best decision ever. In 1 year, my business and income have doubled thanks to all the things you taught me. You're the bomb of social media. And of course, you're all familiar with Will. Started working with him in 2022 in November. 6 months later, he went from number 5 to number 2, and now he's number 1. We're all heading down the same road. Daryl, I have a coaching session at 11 o'clock, and then I have one at 2:30 and at 4. And use the coaching link. Now, the one at 11 is a student that I worked with a few years back. She's in a new company and she's just getting back into LinkedIn. So that's where we're going to be spending our time. So 11, 2:30, and 3. I will be back.